What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be talking about my experience driving for Uber, if it's still worth it, and if you're considering driving, why you should start before it's too late. Okay, so my personal experience with driving for Uber has been amazing. I've been driving for about 2 months, and the cool thing is you can drive whenever you want to. I mean, most of you know you can just turn on the app, drive for an hour, you can drive for 10 hours, basically make your own schedule, and you can make a decent amount of money. Now you can drive whenever you want to, but what I've found in my experiences is that the most profitable times to drive are on the weekends, and specifically Friday night and Saturday night. The first week I started driving, I was just doing it part-time in addition to my other job. I drove for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I made about $550 just in 3 days. The second week I drove Monday through Saturday, and I think I made about $850. I was driving quite a bit, but again, it was in addition to my other job, and I actually enjoyed driving a lot more than I thought it would, so I wasn't burnt out doing 2 jobs. I drove for about 40 hours the second week total, and so that averages out to about $21. Now that is before tax and factoring in gas and depreciation, but it still comes out to about $15 an hour, which is pretty good for just a part-time job. Uber is definitely a cool job. You can just do it part-time whenever you want. You can make your own schedule, and it's super flexible compared to a lot of jobs out there. When I first started driving for Uber, one of my concerns was driving drunk people. I thought, it's gonna be crazy, they're gonna trash my car, and actually it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it would be. I actually learned that driving drunk people is pretty easy. They're funny, they laugh at everything you say. I haven't had anyone throw up in my car, which I'm told if someone does throw up in your car, you get paid $200, so honestly it's not that big of a negative. So my third and fourth weeks, I drove about 30 hours and made an average of $650 for both of those weeks. So for the first month, I made about $2,500, and this was just in addition to my full-time job. Now I was driving a lot, but again, I actually enjoyed it. I had a lot of good conversations, so it really didn't feel like work, and I was making a decent amount of money to supplement my other job. So for a lot of people, this could be a really good option to just make some extra money. If you want to save up for a vacation, if you want to save up for a car, down payment on a house, Uber is a really good way to just make some extra income. You can work as many hours as you want. It's so flexible. You can still spend time with your friends or family. Just work your schedule around that. So yeah, it could definitely be a really good option for a lot of people. One of my favorite things about driving for Uber is I've actually had a lot of really cool conversations. I've given a lot of doctors rides. I've given real estate investors rides. And so I work for a real estate company. So I've just had a lot of cool connections that way. Just had a lot of really good conversations, and I've actually learned a lot about my city, about other people, about different cultures. I've had people from other countries that I picked up from the airport. So I've had a lot of really cool, interesting conversations, and no 2 days are the same driving for Uber. You're always driving around new people. So it's just always something new. So if you're looking for something new, this could be an option as well. So one of the negatives driving for Uber is car depreciation. So I live in Indianapolis, which if you know anything about the city, there are potholes everywhere. I mean, some of them are huge, some you can't avoid, some are like a foot deep. They filled a lot of them up, but earlier in the year, they were unavoidable, they were huge, so I'd be giving people rides and I would hit a pothole really hard, and eventually it would just wear my car down. Ended up having to get an alignment, had to replace 2 tires. So if you're in an area with bad roads and you're thinking of driving for Uber, just be super cautious. I could have been much more cautious, and just be super cautious and careful, because you don't want to have your car depreciate faster, and you want to make as much money with Uber as you can without spending all that money in repairs. So a lot of places don't have to deal with potholes. A lot of nicer climates like California, or just warmer climates that don't have as many potholes, definitely would be better, but you can still do it in any area. You just have to be cautious, and you have to be careful. You have to keep your eyes out for potholes. Another negative is sometimes you might have to drive around sketchy passengers. You know, there are just some weird people out there. Thankfully, I've never really felt in danger. So yeah, that's a possibility. What I do is at night, I normally stay around nicer areas just because you never know what could happen. You just want to be as safe as possible. And especially if you're a woman driving at night, you know, I don't know, stay in safer areas is probably a better idea. Another good thing I figured out while driving for Uber is giving this video a thumbs up. Honestly, it takes 2 seconds. Please just like the video. It really helps me out a lot. I would really appreciate it. Once you do it, you don't even have to think about it. It's over with. Just like the video, please, and thank you. So yeah, whether you just want to earn some extra income or save up for some vacation, Uber can definitely be a really good and flexible option for a lot of people. But I will say, if you're thinking about driving for Uber and taking advantage of the flexibility, sign up as soon as possible. And that's because I don't think Uber is going to be around forever. In fact, a lot of companies are learning how to develop self-driving cars that can act as taxi services. It'll cut out a lot of costs for them because they won't have to pay drivers, and they'll save a lot of money while saving the consumer a lot of money. So, and honestly, I think it could happen within the next 2 to 3 years. Tesla, one of the forerunners in autonomous vehicles, has already said by 2020, they want to have 1 million self-driving Teslas giving people rides. And basically they're going to compete with Uber, and honestly I think they're light years ahead of any other company with autonomous driving. So if they're having 1 million cars already driving people around, it's going to be way cheaper. A lot of people might be out of a job who rely on Uber and Lyft for their income. Now, the owner of Tesla, Elon Musk, has already said that anyone who already owns a Tesla that has self-driving capabilities will be able to let their car go drive other people while they're at work and make money for them passively. So that's also really going to hurt people who drive for Uber and Lyft for their income. So definitely, honestly, I think in 2 to 3 years it might happen, and then a lot of people will be out of a job. So that's why, if you want some extra income, I would say take advantage of Uber and Lyft right now while you still can. So basically my conclusion is, currently Uber and Lyft are really, really good options if you want to make some extra cash, but like most good things, they won't be around forever. I've been able to save up for a trip I'm about to go on through driving for Uber, but I would say take advantage of it now while you still can, because in a few years it might not be here. Alright, that concludes the video, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel. I want to post more videos like this in the future. So yeah, stay tuned for my next video, and until next time guys, peace out.